Well, I had plans on doing this out there, but I don't know if you can tell or not. We've got 20 to 35 mile an hour winds, sustained 15 to 20, gust up to 35. And so I've had to get some plywood and make me a windbreak here so that I could start my canning process. So we're letting know this is going to be, I'm not going to water can it. I could water can it. I know some of y'all are going to come unglued at that statement, but I've ate water can meat before. A lot of y'all have. This is just where I'm going to clean my jars in. Put me a splash of vinegar in there. Get it hot. Get my jars hot. Get them ready to go in the pressure canner. So I imagine that's going to take a while. So I'll get back with you when I get that hot. Boiling. Maybe a couple minutes. It doesn't take long. Yeah, we should. Yeah. That ate. So this is pretty much tools you're going to need. You're going to need obviously a burner, something to wash your jars in. If you got a dishwasher that has a sanitary mode where it gets real hot, that works great. Obviously, I don't have a dishwasher out here. She run off. No, I'm choking. I'll probably get some comments over that. But anyway, jar lifter. I mean, not jar. Yeah, jar lifter. I don't know where my lid lifter, but since you're not using hot water for lids anymore, it's cool. Jars. I use pints. I use ball. I don't like the other ones, that pure or whatever. That's just me. Cutting board, vinegar, knives to cut the meat up, and got a little rag here. This one's soaked in vinegar. I wash everything off the surfaces. I use this one soaked in vinegar to wipe the lids off. So it's pretty simple. Deer meat down here in the cooler, packed in ice. I do put mine in a plastic bag. People freak out. Oh, you can't put meat in a plastic bag. Surrounded by ice. Leave the top open. That way any heat will dissipate. It won't condense. Perfectly fine. I've aged deer up to 10 days packed in ice like that. So anyway, this is my setup. This ain't my ideal setup, but due to the wind, it's what I've got to work with today. So, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I don't have time from now till next week to do this. It's got to be done today. So here we go. I put my jars upside down when I'm outside. I do that so simply because if there's something that falls out of a tree or something, right turns, doesn't get in my jars, doesn't contaminate my jars. First batch of jars sterilized. Cut mine up into about 1-inch chunks, someplace in there. You want to get all the silver skin off. You've seen some of my other videos. Ain't no use hashing. I'll try to link them up in the top there. Now I'm going to show you me packing just a couple jars. I don't think you need to. I did go ahead and clean 4 more. This canner, this is a Presto 23 quart. It will hold 16 pints, I believe. Remember what I was telling you about turning my jars upside down to keep stuff in? There's just something fell out of the tree right there, just a little bit of bark or something. So it's best if you could do this under cover or a day when the wind's not howling, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get it done. Now I don't pack these super tight, but I also just don't you know, I want to get them filled in there because I want to get as much deer meat as I can in there. I know some of y'all, oh, you're using your fingers. There's a little silver skin there. It won't. But once again, under pressure, I'm not packing it tight, but I want to get all the air voids, as many as I can, out of there, so I have as much venison in there as I can. Now I'm going to fill it up. Okay, now I'm going to take a rag soaked with vinegar and wipe the lids down. I got them all filled, and I'll just do every one like this. Try not getting in your way. You just want to get this cut off. It also helps sterilize them a little bit. Now, one thing I do is I add a little salt to mine, about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Only thing I have right now is this coarse real salt. I love the real salt. The only fine salt I'll have is in my salt shaker, so I'm not going to get that out. I thought I had some more. You can use canning salt. I just wouldn't use iodized salt. Now this being pink salt is going to have some, now just all I do, just put it in there. Now pink salt is going to have some minerals, so I will expect my broth and everything to be cloudy when it comes out. And that's fine. I can live with that. You can use taco seasoning. I like to use taco seasoning as well. Just about any seasoning you want. I have been pickled jalapenos in there, give a little kick. So now I'm going to put my lids on and put my bands on, and I'm not going to tighten them all the way, just kind of, you know, just get them down on top of the lids, and then we'll be ready to put them in the canner. Okay, there's all my lids on. You want to make sure you get them out of the water. Sometimes they stick together and you end up with lids and you go, hey, I'm missing some lids. Always double check. So now I'm going to put these in the canner, and or put the rings on there, then put them in the canner. Okay, all the lids are on. Like I said, this is basically, I mean, that's about all I do. I don't get tight with them. Canner will do the rest. You don't want them tight. I've seen some people crank them down. I don't. So now my meat's ready. We're going to get it in the canner. I don't want the jars touching each other really. And I don't want them touching the sides of the canner. I'm just going to save those and probably eat on those next couple days. There we go. Someplace right in there. Yeah. Line the arrows up, Donnie. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to start the burner and let it come up pressure. I believe I'm supposed to be 11 pounds for 90 minutes. Here's the flame. Now I will tell you that Presto says do not use this canner on anything on a burner over 12,000 BTU. And honestly, I don't know what BTU this burner is. So I always try to turn it down and bring my heat and pressure up slowly. So, here we go. Okay, I think I told you wrong a while ago. I'll be processing these pint jars at 11 pounds for 75 minutes. And my time starts after I put the pressure regulator on here. Once it starts, steam starts coming out, I'll let it come out for 10 minutes. Then I'll put that pressure regulator on that, or the jiggler, and once it starts, once I get to 15 pounds there, or I'm sorry, 11 pounds, with pressure regulator in place, time starts, and it'll be 75 minutes. Then I'll put the jiggler on. The jiggler! Okay, it's been 10 minutes. You see it's getting pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and put that on. And I'm going to leave the burner on high like it is until it gets about 9 pounds, 9 to 10, and I'll slowly turn it down so it can get up. And I won't start timing until it gets to 11 pounds. Okay, my vent just popped up. See it right there? Ow. Right there. Just popped up. So now the pressure should be starting to rise a little bit on the dial. Yeah, you can see her move just a little bit. So I'm waiting for her to get up around 10. Okay, you can see we are almost there. Come down here. Turn this far down just a little bit. I was hoping to get done here so in time to go hunting this afternoon, but I don't think that's going to happen, but that's okay. Don't get greedy, Don. Alrighty, it's been actually 80 minutes. I got busy, so I'm going to turn the fire out, and we're just going to let this set until that vent goes down, and then we'll pull the regulator off. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes. The vent dropped, pressure, dropped. I had to move it out here because it's getting dark now and still really hot, but there was no pressure on it, so you never want to pull that off or push that down while there's pressure on it. I'm still going to let it cool off just a little bit more. Well, maybe not. Let's go ahead and, it's trying to rain. And there is all our hard work right there. Take it all out and show you what we got. Ate dinner, fixed and ate dinner while I was waiting for that to cool off. So and that is what we are after, folks, right there. Can you hear them? Pink, 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 pink. And here's a squirrel. Saying, what is that you're taking out of there? Is that Bob? I hadn't seen Bob in a few days. And another one. What I like when they start pinging. And if one doesn't, that's fine. If one doesn't seal, just put it in the refrigerator. They eat it within about a week. One of my favorite ways of eating this is, especially these chunks, rich cracker with a chunk of this venison on there, with a slice of cheese, and sometimes a good old couple drops of hot sauce on there. Okay, and that's it. That's our canned venison. And when this they cool, I will come back and mark them, you know, November 2021, whatever. If I put special seasoning like tacos or jalapenos or something like that, then I will mark them like that so I know what to put. I just heard deer walking out there in the woods over there. Well, actually where I killed this one. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, share it. If some of you, I appreciate everybody who helps the channel, and one of the best ways you can do that is to share the videos. And